Hello everyone, this is Rajiv Kohli and welcome back to our channel The Teacher, and in this tutorial I will talk about using custom list in Excel 2016, and that is too along with data validation. So here I have a sheet 1 and let me show you the custom list option and where you can find it. Click on the file menu and then go to options, click on advanced and scroll down the list, and here you can find edit custom list. Click on this button and that will bring the custom list dialog box. So here you can see that you already have 4 custom lists available, that is 2 of months and 2 of name of days. So how you can use these custom lists? So for an example, let's say here I need to type the name of months. So I begin with January, and now I don't need to type all the name of the months. Instead I can click on the first name and can drag this list down, and that will bring all the name from that custom list to right here. And you can also begin from the middle. Let's say I type the month name June, and if now I drag and drop this list, that will bring the further name of the months. You can do this with the name of days like Sunday here, and then just drag the list and that will bring rest of the days. And if you continue to scroll, then it will continue to add the same name of the days. And here is another trick, that if you type here in short form the name of the day, and if you just double click here, then it will create a list to up to this size, up to the maximum used rows. So that is another way through which you can easily drag the list just by double clicking on the handler. So now how you can create your own custom list? So here I have a sheet named groups, and here I have typed name of the groups that I most frequently used. So you can select the entire names, that is the one way, or you can select the entire column. So there is a difference, that if you are going to create a list by selecting this way instead of selecting the entire column, then that will make a difference when we will further use the custom list. So the selection must be accurate. So for this example I am going to select the entire column, and if now I go to file, option, advanced, and here I click on edit custom list. Now if I click on the import button, as you can see the reference here $A:$A, that will bring the entire names from the A column, and you can see that here. So now how I can use this list? Let's say here I need the group name, let's say direct incomes. I type the name manually, and now if I drag this list, then it will continue to bring the rest of the name of the groups. So that is not going to help in all the cases, because you might need to repeat the direct incomes or any other name here, let's say capital count, and again you need direct incomes, then you have to type them manually. Instead you might need a drop down list which can make your work easy. So here I will use the data validation along with the custom list, and I will show you the benefits of doing that. So as we have this custom list already available, let me show you. And as you can see that I am going to delete this list here. Hit the OK button. Okay, now what I am going to do, first I am going to name this entire column. So how we will do this? You can either name by selecting this way up to the particular cells like A1 to A34, or you can select the entire column to give the name. So it totally depends on you. I am going to select the entire column, and I will let you know that why I am doing this. So here I am going to type the name inside the name box. Click inside the name box, and I am going to give it a name grp_name, and make sure not to include spaces between the name. You can use underscore if you want to, and hit the enter key. Don't forget to hit the enter key to apply the name. And you can later, if you want to see all the names available in your worksheet, then you can go to the formulas and then click on name manager, and that will show you that to which column or which particular cells you have given the name. So as I have selected this entire column and type a name here, now in the ledger sheet what I need is, I need these group names right here, but I also need to choose them manually, not by typing, by opening a drop down list. So how I can do this? I will select the entire column B, go to data and then click data validation, and here under allow, bring the drop down list and choose list, and in the source type the name that you have given to that particular column, and that was grp underscore name. Hit the OK key, and here you have a drop down list available from your group sheet, and you can choose any of the group name here. So let's say I am going to choose expenses indirect here, and again expenses indirect here, building fixed asset. Here is a problem that you can also repeat the names of group just by typing their first character, like this: fixed asset, fixed asset, fixed asset, fixed asset, capital. You can either type the name or you can bring that from the list. But if you are going to type, then make sure that your spellings match with the exact group name. So here again hit the enter key. Now I am going to give a name to this column, that is from ledger sheet A column. So here I am going to type the name led underscore name and hit the enter key. Now I can use this list here in this voucher sheet. I need that list in the particular column, so I will select this entire column, go to data validation, choose list, and then type the name of the column, and that was led underscore name. Hit the OK key, and let's say I want to make an entry here. So first of all I am going to bring Rajiv Kohli here, amount 15,000, and the second account is cash. So here we don't have the cash account. So if I am going to add cash here, and under group cash in hand, you can see that that name will automatically be get here. That's because I have given the name to the entire column, and that is what I was telling you before. Let's say if I had created the name by selecting this much of the list, then later if I will add new records to the ledger or group sheet, then they will not be included in the custom list. So that is why I have given the name to the entire column of the ledger sheet and of the group sheet. So here I can add another entry here. Let me add the amount, and again here I will choose Simran Kohli, 15,000 credit, and that way you can save a lot of time, not by typing the names, instead of using them through the drop down list. In the next video of Excel 2016, I will show you that how you can use SUMIF command and fetch the data from this sheet and create a balance sheet of the entire data. So I hope you will find this video useful. Let me know by leaving your valuable comments, and don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. And you can also subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button below, and you can also hit the bell icon, so whenever I will upload a new tutorial you will get the notification. Thanks for watching and have a great day.